Bushra in the Bunu region and raised in Fiapre, also in the Bunu region, which happened to be within the Sunyani West Assembly municipality. He attended Wenchi Secondary School and completed Brekum Training College. Happened to join students at the University of Ghana in 1998 and had his entered the Ghana Law School in 2010. Without much ado, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Andiko Media. We are here with the man himself, who on Thursday, April 17, 2025, with a unanimous vote of confidence, was officially confirmed as the Municipal Chief Executive for the Sunyani West Municipal Assembly. He was sworn in by Justice Gabriel Martetain, a supervising High Court Judge in Sunyani, who administered the oath of office, allegiance, and secrecy. He is none other than our very own Municipal Chief Executive, Honorable Kwesi Asante Boateng. Welcome to Andiko Media, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, usually when we say MCEs, we do not give them enough grace and we usually focus on our MPs. So today I would like to give our Honorable a chance to explain to us who is a Municipal Chief Executive and what does the Municipal Chief Executive do for us as members of the Assembly.
Thank you very much. My greetings to the entire Sunyani municipality and the Bunu region for that matter. Municipal Chief Executive is the representative of the President of the Republic. That is to say, the Municipal Chief Executive is appointed by the President to manage affairs or overlook the municipality in place of the President. So that, if I may put it, he is the President of the municipality that he surveys.
Okay, wonderfully put. Thank you very much, Honorable. So to cut right to the chase, we are here today to discuss the municipality, the assembly, with you and with Honorable. And so he's going to take us through policy, continuity. He's going to take us through projects that have been completed, those which are pending, everything you need to know about what his administration is doing to make the Sunyani West municipality a better place for you and I to stay in. We begin our discussion with continuity. Most of our constituents or the members of the assembly, the citizenry, we tend to worry that once a new government has come, there's a new administration, perhaps the new administration would decide not to continue with some projects that they would deem helpful for the society at large. And so I would like to ask Honorable, please, do the people have any assurance that their projects or any legacy project that had been started by the previous administration is going to see any form of continuity? Are there old projects which have been completed by your administration, and are there some which we can have assurance that you are going to complete while having your term of office?
Exactly so. These are, you have already mentioned it, they are the legacy projects. Over here, we have some legacy projects which are going to be continued by the government as promised to the whole country. Indeed, we have the Agenda 111 hospital at our capital here, Odomasi here. I personally have gone there to see what has gone on. And indeed, I think that there are a lot of work to be done to put it in shape. But as I have already told you, it will not be left to rot. Come what may, the government, in other words, the municipality, is going to complete it. In fact, I know by middle of this year and getting to a year, where hands will be touched over there. We have legacy projects like the MCE's bungalow, which has also gone a bit wasteful because my predecessor never stayed over there. So we have come and we want to put it in place so that I move in. So as we have now, I don't stay in the municipal chief's bungalow. We have some legacy projects at Adentia, a small town just close to this office. It's also a chips compound. We have also touched on it. In fact, there remains some little work to be done over there to put it in shape. And it covers all other legacy projects that have been left over to us from the previous government. So definitely, all legacy projects are going to be completed by this government.
Okay. Honorable, last year you went viral after you meeting the Public Accounts Committee for auditing. And one very viral clip was when you were responding to the challenges that the Assembly was facing, particularly on sanitation. You claimed that you have challenges, but they should give you time. You are going to address those challenges concerning sanitation. Have the challenges been addressed, or do we still have issues with sanitation here?
You have specifically touched on sanitation. So I want to address that. Indeed, the president has already given directive that every first Saturday of every month should be a cleanup day. And we have embarked on it. We have just bought the government's directive and we are embarking on it. So far, we in our municipality here, we have about 6 big communities. If I say communities, Odomase, we have Odomase number 1, Ewia Domase, we have Nsuatre, we have Tra, we have Fiepre, and then Dumasia. So we are doing cleanups. We have done 3 of them. We started from Odomase here. We did 1. We moved to Fiepre. We moved to Nsuatre. The last one that we did was, I think, last week or 2 at Dumasia. On the 7th of February this year, we are going to Tra. So it is rotational. We are rotating. So after Tra, we'll be moving to other places and come back to start from where we started. So with respect to sanitation, as you've mentioned, we are seriously on it. We have, what do you call it, debris in some of the localities. And even today that we are sitting over here, the drip machine is doing some work at Mantukwa, a small town called Mantukwa, drilling, trying to push the rubbish and thereby. Some other also went to Tra. And I learned there has been a little problem over there. But definitely, I think tomorrow or the next, they will go and clear the rubbish over there. So seriously, sanitation has been tackled. We have even established sanitation task forces. And we intend going to the various communities like I've already said. So we are very, very serious about sanitation because I have always been saying that cleanliness is next to godliness. So if you don't clean your environs, you will be getting sick, and that won't augur well for the municipality and for the nation. So we are seriously considering sanitation so very much.
Since Honorable mentioned sickness, we would also like to touch on health. Since health and sanitation go hand in hand, Honorable, if I may, have there been any projects that have begun when it comes to healthcare or sensitization of the people when it comes to various diseases, whether communicable or not? What projects have been started? What measures have been put in place by the Assembly since you came into office for the people of the municipality?
Yeah, I've observed that, what do you call it, full screening has been going on at will. And just recently, I even sat down and looked at places where this has been taking place and the rest to be continued. I am in touch with the municipal health director almost always. The sanitation department of our as a municipality has also been up and doing. Indeed, like I was telling you that there is something going on at Tra recently. It is being done by the sanitation department of the office. So that is to curb down diseases and what have you. So when it comes to that, we are up and doing. And the municipal health director has also come to me. We have sat down and drawn a program to follow. So very soon we will dovetail it into the national program and go on with it.
Very wonderful. And also, one of the key policies from the President of the Republic's manifesto and also his budget for the year 2026 and even for 2025 was the implementation of the 24-hour economy policy. And we've realized that there have been some works ongoing in some of the municipalities, and I would like to assume that some is happening in your municipality. So would you like to take us through what kind of sword cutting has been done, what kind of progress has taken place since the policy was implemented in our municipality?
Thank you very much. It's true. We were deliberating on where to site the market, but eventually we have fallen on West.2026. The district capital over here. So just about some few days ago, we even went to the market and talked with the market women and told them that that is where we're going to locate the 24-hour economy. So we were with them to see how temporarily we'll move them to for work to be started at where they are now. Yesterday, some people, some party people and I, and some of the staff, we went to inspect a place that has been earmarked by the market women themselves. We went and realized that it's a very sizable area, so we're going to work there. So as for the contracting or the contractors that will do that work, they will come from the national. So we are ready now. Anytime, any day that the contractors are ready, we have our place earmarked for the 24-hour economy.
That's beautiful. Considering the market is going to be in Domasi, one thing that some people say is that Nsuatre has the district court, Nsuatre has a fire station, Nsuatre has a polyclinic. When you come to Domasi, there are other projects as well. So considering that TRA is part of the municipality, one would ask, why not take this project to TRA instead of bringing it to the capital?
Thank you so much. Some of us would have wished that it goes there, like you're saying, so that these projects will be evenly distributed, like you've mentioned, Nsuatre or Domase, Fiepre, about TRA doesn't have. But it doesn't go. It doesn't go there just quietly like that or so easily. In fact, from the head office or from Accra, you see that the market should be sited in the district capital, the municipal capital, or very near it. So Domase qualifies for it, Fiepre qualifies, TRA qualifies for it, Nsuatre qualified for it. But basing on proximity, it had to be fall on West.2026, and that is where I said we went to the market recently and even yesterday to watch, to look at the place and to take steps and have a view of what we're going to do over there. So it was not as if TRA has been denied or any other place has been denied, but the directive says that it should be sited in the municipal or the district capital or near the municipal or district capital. And realizing this and taking into consideration, we felt that it will be good and better to be placed in West.2026 over here for the entire municipality. Okay,
so this means that a lot of thoughtfulness went into the decision making as to where to place the 24-hour economy market at area Domase. Thank you very much, sir. But one would argue that usually when a person wants to shop for big things or come for wholesale pricing and all, usually people from Nsuatire will troop in from Nsuatire and pass all the way to the Bono region's capital, which is Sunyani, to have sales or to trade. And the people of Tra may argue, or a person might argue, that from Tra to Sunyani is a shorter distance than Tra to area Domase. So in this case, when it comes to the issue of infrastructure and road networks, what are you doing? What has been started, or what form of construction has been started to bridge the distance between Tra and the municipal capital?
Yeah, thank you so much. I hope you are very much aware of the ring road that is going to be constructed. In fact, the president himself came over some few weeks ago to cut the salt, and the contractors are seriously engaged on the project. And if you have ever gone to Fiepre, there was no linkage between Fiepre and Odomase, but now there is a shortcut. And coming from Tra, there is a way to get an access route from somewhere in the outer layers of Tra to Domase. Okay. That is a thing that we're going to think about, and it will be sold to the big men. And I think that in the very near future, that route will be constructed to link Tra and Odomase, so that it will not be as traveling all the way from Tra to Sunyani before you come to Odomase. It will be easier having that route than to pass the road that you mentioned. But whether we like it or not, for now, this is what we have. And I don't think this is going to be the end of the world. So whether we like it or not, the market has been thought to be suited over here. Tra will get a very good market for its purpose. So it is not as if the 24-hour market did not go to Tra, so that is the end. No. The MP has mentioned it over and over, that even in her campaigns, he promised that Tra will have a befitting market. And it is very true. Tra will have to get that market that befits the status of the Tra. Likewise, Nsuatire and other places. So for now, the 24-hour is for Awia Domase. And I want everyone in Sunyani, in the Sunyani West municipality, to buy it and to patronize it and to cheer up for it, because that is our property. And we need to guard against every negative consequences about it.
Okay. It wouldn't surprise you to know that just recently, when Ghana's regions were split again and we got 16 regions instead of 10 regions, some people still have not gotten to know the names of all the regions. Likewise, some may not even know which towns make up the Sunyani West municipality. And hence, when I say that Tra is a bit longer or in terms of distance to Domase or Domase or to Nsuatire, which all make up the municipality, you may argue with me about it. However, since a road is being constructed or plans are being made to construct a road to link all these communities together, I would like Honorable to make it clear to us the towns or communities that make up Sunyani West municipality, so that you can know for sure that when you are coming to a Domase to shop, this place has been, the market has been demarcated for you in the municipality, and so the roads are going to join this place to that place. Honorable, could you take us through all the communities that make up the municipality again, and which places we may pass to join or converge at the market when it is completed?
Thank you so very much. I will start from the municipal capital over here. We have Odomase number 1. We have Awia Domase. We have Nsuatire sharing boundary with Brekum. We have Fiepre. But before you come to Fiepre, we have Ayakomaso. We have Mantukwa, we have Dumasia. From Fiepre, you have a link from Fiepre to Odomase. Then you go to Tra. But before you go to Tra, we have some smaller towns over here, Kwetri, Adentia, before you go to Chira. And Chira, we have Esiokwa, we have Akwesua, we have Tanum. In fact, these are smaller towns or smaller communities. Just as Nsuatre have such communities, other places like Chira also have. But basically, the towns are what I have already mentioned. Nsuatre, Dumasia, Fiepre, Odumase number 1, we are Dumase and Chira. These are the bigger towns. Okay. And we have the smaller ones as well. Okay.
And all these towns have roads that link them so that we can meet as one municipality and converse, trade, do all the things that we need to do so that our economy as a municipal can thrive. However, one would ask that the Dumasia Road, just a little stretch of land between Dumasia and Mantukwa, has been suffering from dustiness and a bit of poor condition, in fact poor condition, and may say that, oh, the municipality does not want to do anything about it. Honorable, is this true or false?
I'm happy you asked this question. When we assumed power and came into governance, that enclave was so bad as any bad place. One Saturday at dawn, I had a call that 2 cars have just fallen on the road, so the road is blocked. So vehicles coming from Brekum have to pass through Mantukwa, through Dumasia, before getting access to Sunyani. And same way, vehicles from Sunyani also have to pass through Dumasia, through Mantukwa, before they get their way. And that very way, I woke up early morning, I galvanized my lieutenants, and we put that place in shape. And everybody who applied the route realized and knew that, yes, this is a good work done. It has been there until now that we're speaking. But you know, it is not an asphalted road. So naturally, it will not remain as it were. But it is better now than how it was. But it is the duty of the highways to do the work over there. In fact, I've been to highways on several occasions, and what they tell me is that it will be done. And I'm very hopeful that the regional director has spoken to me several times, and I know that that enclave, or even that lane Sunyani to Brekum, will naturally be done. But that very, very enclave, I think the highway has assured me. In fact, Fiepre toll booth was also spoiled like that also. One Saturday afternoon, I also went to what do you call it, highways. They gave me some listen, and I stood there and they did the work. So it is not as if we are sleeping on our rice or what the people wants to see. So anytime that any of the patches just come, we just work on it. So if you see that portion or that enclave not in good shape as it should be, it is not as if we have overlooked it. We have worked on it just quite recently. But because of heavy trucks plying, that is why maybe, in fact, it's about some few weeks that I passed there. But it is not as bad as we came to meet it. And the assembly put it in shape.
Okay, that is good to know. And since we are at Dumasia and at Fiepre, then let's go into education. Our municipality at Fiepre, we can boast of a university, the University of Energy and Natural Resources at Fiepre. And due to accommodation issues, students who are not freshers tend to come outside and patronize private hostels and people's houses so that they can have accommodation, so that they can access education. So, as the MCE for our municipality, we have realized that there has been a stretch of land which is set to be saved for the construction of a secondary campus for UNE students around where Amanfoso, on the road to Brekum. So, Honorable, today we'd like you to let us know more about the construction of this campus and whether the accommodation issues here at UNE for the students is going to be addressed here at the municipality level, or if focus is being directed to the new campus and accommodation is being built over there so that students can migrate there and ease the pressure and tension on the main campus itself.
Yeah, you have really put it in place. It's not in Seattle alone. Another campus is at Domahinkro for UNE. And definitely, university is just like independent of itself. So they are not being controlled by any other entity. However, lands are given by chiefs. The chiefs are the custodian of the lands. And rightfully and very good to note, Nsiatre Paramountcy has given that portion or that enclave to the university. As for when the university will put that place into usage, I am yet to know. But I had a sniffer that very soon we will see that they are starting something over there. And I am very confident that if they go on doing it, they will think of accommodation first and foremost. So it will be, I think, embodied in whatever structure they want to put up over there. From there, they will go to the Doma campus as well. There also, I am very confident that the question of accommodation will just ring over them so that they will also attach accommodation problems over there so that this very present place will be eased of the accommodation problem. And mind you, it is not UNED alone that is at fair play. Kale University is also there. And there also, I think their land is so huge that anytime that they want to develop and put up structures, including accommodation and whatever, that will be done.
Thank you very much. Still on education, we have the Nsuatre Technical Institute, which is located at Campuso at Nsuatre. And you'd find that the school is not fenced in any way. And so you find students trooping in and out of the school premise. There are students who are roaming the town at night without any form of supervision. So the people may ask, or you may ask, Honorable, does the municipality or the municipal assembly not care about the security of these students and how allowing the students or giving the students the chance to troop in and out of school because there is no wall surrounding the school might affect their academic performance and students' discipline? Honorable, what do you say to this?
Yeah, to react to what you said, that maybe the assembly does not care, that is not the case. Quite recently, there was a heavy rain and almost all the schools were ripped off. And as soon as we got information, we ran to the school and to sympathize with them. The director told me all the structures there, most, if not all, were or have been done by the students themselves. So the question of the assembly coming in has been impressed upon us. In fact, the teachers they came over here to thank us for the little that we did towards that. Even quite recently, they needed. They told me the place is a bit darker, so we gave them some bulbs to lighten the place so that if bad people come over there, they cannot have it quite easily. So the question of fencing. You know, the school is a private entity. In other words, it is under GTech, if I am correct. So right now that they have told us their problem, we will also see how best we can also do to help them. But for now, the school has been on itself. And everything that they have done and are doing, they do it themselves. But right away, in our next budget, we'll see what we can do to at least include some of their projects in our budget. But again also, I think that the chiefs have also made plans to assist by way of helping in this regard, what you are talking about, the fencing. Of course, a school like this, if it doesn't have fencing, it is not well. It's not well at all. So I think I share your sentiment that they need a wall, and I am very sure that that will be done in the shortest near future.
And one thing that I would like to ask about education is the push for STEM education in all parts of Ghana. So we would like to know if the municipality is in any ways at all starting anything or has put measures in place to push STEM education within the municipal assembly, if there are any STEM centers that have been set up so that your ward and my siblings, your children at home, may be able to access the facilities and educational benefits of a STEM center. Do we have any such thing in our municipal assembly?
Education is universal, so no community will not think of education. All of us here, had it not been education, we would not have been here. So we're thinking of our children, the unborn ones and even the younger ones now. So definitely, why not? The municipal director and I have talked a little over some weeks ago, and he mentioned this to me. And because I am not a teacher, I was finding it a bit uncomfortable knowing what, but he explained matters to me, and I have bought it. And I think that it is very ideal to have that thing done in our municipality here. I am saying that, in fact, Sunyani municipality, West municipality, is about the biggest in the whole of the Bunu region. And so things of this nature, it takes time, but naturally it will come to pass.
Okay, thank you. When we look at our municipal assembly, we realize that in all the communities that you mentioned, there is a whole lot of agricultural activity ongoing in these communities. And for example, in Nswatere, there are 3 roads which connect different parts of Nswatere. So we have the Martin Donko Street, which links the highway to the roundabout, and then we have 2 streets, the one which goes to Adamstown, to places like Boleso and Kwaim, and ones which passes in front of our Krum to Tobacco and other part of Nswatere, so that people were able to access their farms. However, you find that these roads are in terrible shape and have the citizenry crying out for help. I believe that the municipal assembly is interested in agricultural progress as a community or as a municipal assembly. So what measures are being put in place to support agriculture in terms of infrastructure, in terms of funding, in terms of education, sensitization? What is the assembly doing for its people?
Indeed, the assembly, we have sat down, we have earmarked a policy or a program to grade all these rules and others that you have mentioned. We were on it, we had started, but something cropped up and we had to suspend it for the meantime. But quite recently, MP came and she has undertaken to make those rules motorable to the people. The assembly proper, we have started with the drip machine, doing that work of that piece of work. Quite recently, we did the Odomasi to Time so one. In fact, we were about going to Odomasi to Bofokrum, but the highways director told us that that route has been given to a contractor. That is why we have temporarily stopped working on that. But we have given ourselves some few days. If the contractor is not ready to quickly come and work on it. We will just greet it. Anytime that the contractor is ready, he comes to do his Dumasi to Badu and wherever. And that applies to Nsuatre, Chira, and everywhere. Like you said, here we are basically agriculturalists. So if we don't construct or grade the roads for the farmers to bring the foodstuffs, I don't think how they're going to live. It is these foodstuffs that they sell to get something to get to send their children to school. So we are very much aware of their situation. It is not that we are not hearing them. We have heard them, but things are in place to do all these rules where they go to farm. Nsuatre Urban Council chairman has called me severally that the council itself, the Urban Council itself, wants to start something. So they need the drip machines to do that. In fact, the drip machines have been engaged temporarily. So we're going to release them to do the little that they can. And we will just supplement and do all the others. So it is not as if the rules are not going to be done. Okay. Very soon, they will see a massive work on the rules.
Okay, thank you very much. One question that the people of Nsuatre have been whispering in their various homes and has been nagging in our minds is the Martin Donko Street, which runs from the highway to the town's runabout, construction has started and pavement blocks were being laid on the street in the last 2 years, I believe 2024, and after the election, it stopped. So the question the people have been asking is, why did it stop?
Madam, this is the NDC government. We are in for development, and development includes what you're talking about. And there is nothing that has been left by the outgone government that the NDC will not continue. We are not that type of government. We will do everything or every project that had been started by the MPP government. So I am per your informing and telling Nsuatre people that every work that was started by the previous government, we will continue doing them and even do them excellently, because we want people to have development and development about some of these things that you're talking about. So how can we leave such a facility to go maybe rotten, if I have used the correct word? So definitely we will do and do more. So they should please keep their this thing in wait. It will be very soon that work will be started over there. Okay,
we are looking forward to construction beginning again in Nsuatre and other communities that make up the municipality. Again, one concerning continuity, since our honorable says that they are going to make sure they continue every single work that began with the MPP government, and they are going to do it very well, in fact excellently. We would also like to ask that concerning the educational reforms that have come in our various constituencies and municipalities districts, what is the current administration contributing to help the children in the various communities be able to assimilate, the various teachers in the different communities that make up the municipality, assimilate and do well, and also change their pedagogy methodology to suit the new curriculum that has been introduced into our various schools, whether in the basic school or in the secondary cycle?
You are aware that in education, everything that the previous government started is being continued by this government. The school feeding program, the free SHS, and what have you. We have even added free tuition for first-year university students. So, as I said at first, we have come to continue what they did and to even add more. That is why we have added free tuition for first-year universities. With regard to content of education, the Ministry of Education has just put in place things that is going to improve education, and they will as time goes on, add more. Indeed, those schools that lack facilities, all will be catered for. So it is not as if we have come and we have just abandoned any of the educational projects that the MPP government was doing. Indeed, maybe, I am not saying, but maybe if we should abandon any such projects, then it will be that it might not be of interest to Ghanaian people. But insofar as it is in the interest of the nation and it's a developmental process, why do we say that we will not continue? We're going to continue all of this, and as I said at first, and even make them more and in excellent shapes. So please, and a big please, there is nothing that this government is going to leave behind. We will go forward, and go forward.
A good friend of mine once sat in the government classroom in SHS, and after listening to the systems of government, came to me and told me that, per my observations, the NDC government is a capitalist government, while the NPP government is a socialist government. And so NDC provides infrastructure, while NPP provides employment and social services. Today we have Honorable here to answer to this comment that this friend of mine passed. Honorable, some say that when the NDC government is in power, they do not provide jobs, and so usually during an NDC government's tenure of office, there is a spike in the percentage of unemployment among the youth and graduates in Ghana. How true is this? And if it is not so, what has your government been doing to push employment for the youth currently?
Where is this content coming from?
He sat in the
classroom. Indeed, I don't know who will say that NDC is capitalist while MPP is socialist. I don't know. And I don't know where the person is coming from. It is not so. The NDC government has been in power for 1 year now. And we all have seen what have been put in place. So for anyone to say that NDC is not interested in employment, at least this, what do you call it, youth employment and whatever, it's making huge employment. I don't know if they think that maybe sewing, hairdressing, what have you, are not employment. I don't know what those people who think that NDC is not employing think of those employable skills. I think that they are very, very, very employable skills that when one gets, it is forever and ever. Okay. So we built in capital projects and as well create employment more than the previous government, because for the 1 year that we came, as I mentioned, the youth that have been employed in these capacities are innumerable. So that is how I want to answer it and say that we are not capitalists, we are socialists, and we care for the people. We care for the people. That is why we have even reduced prices of commodities. Every truthful person will realize that prices in 2024 was not like 2025. And if now, look at the price of a bag of cement now. This is a socialist policy. People are now buying the cement at lower prices, reasonable prices, as well as other price tax. So for anyone to say that NDC is a capitalist government, maybe does not know the difference between capitalism and socialism.
Very good, very good. So my dear friend, please, the NDC is a socialist government, please. He has corrected us today. Let's accept it and take it as it is. Prices have been reduced, and fuel especially has seen a very huge drop in price. However, people are concerned about their security on our roads. during the last 2 years, we were receiving a lot of reports on armed robbery and attacks on pedestrians and motorists alike on the road from Sunyani to Brekum. How has this issue been tackled so far?
Thank you. Limiting myself to my municipality, I will say that security on our roads recently have drastically been reduced. Indeed, from Sunyani to Brekum, as you mentioned, there is an enclave called Chumesikrum. That was the place where the armed robbers displayed their skills. But if you have just observed, there is a police post there. Indeed, this police post idea was mounted by a colleague lawyer. He comes from Fiepri, but the wife comes from Nsiatre, so they stay at Nsiatre. But he works in Accra. In fact, he mooted the idea to put up that, and later the chiefs of Nsiatre just gave a happy hand. Hence, this post that you see at Chumesikrum. And just around that time that it was getting to its finishing stage, my MP, Honorable Millicent Yebo Amankwa, and I went to the regional police command, and she donated a tipper truck, pickup, brand new one, and 2 motorbikes, also brand new one, to the police to augment their patrolling. And since then, and when this thing was put up, the armed robbery on especially the Brekum Sunyani road has drastically been reduced. Yes, quite recently I passed on the Sunyani Techman road. You could see police barriers at short intervals. That also has drastically reduced armed robbery. So when you talk of security, my MP started from Odomase police station over here. Before we went to the regional command, we were at Odomase police station here, and they told us their Land Rover that they were using has been dumped because they cannot use it. And that day, she gave out 7,300 for its repair, and it has been repaired, and it is augmenting the brand new ones that she provides. So now they are very comfortable. They are comfortable with what they have now because it embodies them to go on the patrols as and when it demands. So this has brought down the armed robbery and the insecurity a bit okay. With regard to the Fulani herdsmen, we have just met them. We have met the Nsiatre chiefs. We are taking place, or we have taken measures to not totally combat, but to reduce this thing. And indeed, just I think last week also, the Nsiatre Traditional Council came over here. We sat down on this issue, and processes are in place to, if not wholly drive away the animals, to reduce them to the barest minimum. So security is appreciably good in our community here now than before.
Okay. In the program-based budget estimates for 2025 that was presented for the national budget, you cited the municipal assembly cited some challenges that they've been facing, such as the lack of interest of the youth in agriculture. And I believe last year when you met the public accounts committee, this issue also popped up. What measures have been put in place to help curb this challenge or to solve this challenge so far?
Yeah, it's a matter of just encouraging people, especially the young ones, to move into agriculture. It is those who don't know what do you call it, what agriculture brings, who think that agriculture is not a job. Agriculture is a very big job. The government has put in place, when we came, coconut seedlings have been produced to farmers in the assembly over here. We have fertilizer that has been supplied. You are all aware of the increase in price of cocoa. So this government is very much interested and want to help in agri so that the youngsters, the youth also embark on agri as employment. Indeed, some of us here, me sitting down here, I have a small cocoa farm and a small cashew farm. So for you out there who, excuse me with my word, is not doing any work, if you have land and you go and farm, it is a kind of employment. So this government is very well interested in farming, and for that much, we are helping the farmers to reap their gains. The Akoko Nketenkete have come. So these are all things to help in agriculture. So now look at the price of eggs. It is the environment that has created this to happen. Because somebody was telling me that, I think it was about 5 days ago, he said the poultries are now outnumbered. They are so plenty, and that is what we want. And that is why the price of eggs are relatively down. So this is agri for you in this era of an NDC government. So NDC is agri is NDC.
Wow, NDC is agri and agri is NDC.
Yes.
Honorable, may I re-echo a question that was asked of you and you went viral for last year? How is the relationship between you and your member of parliament?
If people ask this question, I don't know what they are about and what they want to know. My MP, if I may use this word, is my daughter. Because his father and I were, what do you call it? Were what is this word? We were with the militia. We were with the revolutionary organs. So, Honorable is my daughter. The father, I don't want to go there, the traditional way, I don't want to go there. But the father always calls me from his base in Europe or America, and we talk. The MP and I have been talking. When I call her and she's not picking, I go by message. When she's here, I always go to her house. Sometime around about a month, a little ago, when she was traveling outside, she came to my house one early morning and woke me up. We sat down, we chatted before she left. So I simply don't understand why people keep on asking what is the relation between. I don't know if they want me and her to be walking, embracing one another on the streets. Otherwise, we are fine. She is my daughter, I am her father. There is nothing untoward between us.
Oh, beautiful.
There is nothing like that. I think that I went to some place and they asked me, you see some two people always moving together. But you can't get it for every other persons. Everybody knows how he goes by his way of making life, and that is what I want people to think and forget, that it is not to see people working together always that you think that they are in good terms. Those people might not be in good terms. So not always seeing my MP and myself does not necessarily means that there is anything between us. There is nothing between us. There is nothing between us. And that is what I want people to erase their minds of what relations exist between she and I. I don't have anything against her. She doesn't have anything against me. Of course, we are human beings. So just as the teeth and the tongue sometimes fight, well, how much more human beings? You can have some slight misunderstanding. That does not mean that there is a bad relationship between you and some other person.
Then you can be rest assured that our member of parliament and our municipal chief executive are working hand in hand for our good. Because
one time, let me tell you one thing. We went on one of our courses in Accra. After my program, I visited her at Parliament House. So she just said, "Oh, today we have to sit somewhere." We went to Kempiski. And come and see the dancing that we were dancing over. We danced together, we ate, we did everything. So anytime that I have been in Accra on some occasions, but on 2 or 3 occasions, I have been with her. So that is that. So I want people to erase from their minds that there is bad relations between she and I. There is no bad relations between Honorable and I.
Good. IMC really actually knows how to dance. So, and if you don't believe me, go and check out footage from the just completed Duma Fest 2026, Duma Fest version 3.0, where Honorable came and joined the members, the citizens, and the members of the community at Dumensuya to celebrate this annual festival that was initiated or started by the Nkoswahini of Dumensuya. Honorable has shown his support, and so we'd like to ask, is his administration or the government interested in investing in the festival to push it forward and make it a nationwide or a global sensation? Is the assembly interested in working hand in hand with the Nkoswahini to ensure that this festival comes to stay and is going to benefit the economy of the municipality in and of itself?
You have rightly said that. Nana has been to me in my office here on 2 occasions. On the first occasion, he even gave me a very voluminous book that has some projects in it, and tried to educate me on that for the need to have a linkage so that we can get some manufacturing and other things done. The second time he came here to greet me, we had the same chat on those things. That this project that he has been doing, and recently I went there, I think it's a very laudable project. And I am very sure that one day, the assembly will give a very positive helping hand so that it becomes something between Nana and the assembly. In other words, I want to say that why not buy things that are good? You don't buy things that are bad. You buy things that are good. So going forward and looking at the positive sides of what Nana is doing, the assembly will likely move in to also give a helping hand and to become partners in moving forward.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So, if you were to give the first year in PAR a score percentage-wise between 0 to 100%, what percentage would you give it?
I will give my father, my uncle, John Dramani Mahama, 89%, if not 90%.
Wow.
This is the government that has been in power for only 1 year. Only 1 year. But the positives heavily outweigh the negatives. Of course, no human entity can say that he is infallible. Everybody is infallible. So no matter who you are, you can't say that I am perfect. Even Jesus said, even he is not perfect. So nobody can say that he is totally perfect. And that is why I am linking it to the government. The government cannot say that at least there hasn't been one negative. But I think even 89 is even down. Maybe 95 will do. Let me go that way. Look at, we are in Christmas and prices are down. The first in history. We are in Christmas and prices are down. Look at, you mentioned this thing, fuel. Look at where fuel price was and look at where it is now. Look at the dollar. What do you want again to say that this government has achieved more than about 90%? Look at education that we were talking about. First year students of university students are not paying fees. It hasn't happened before. Those days that university students were not paying fees is totally different from now. For some time now, university students have been paying A, B, C, D. But this is the first time that university students, first year university students, are not paying fees. The SH program that our detractors said that we were coming to abolish is still in progress and even better now than how it were. All sorts of things prove that this government has done exceedingly well to attract that 95% mark that I'm giving it. And the positive nature of it is that we are not looking back. We are trying to go nearer 100%, because as for 100%, no human entity should crave for that. It's like a student writing essay. If you write an essay and you get 10, nobody has gotten 10 over 10 in essay writing.
Definitely.
It is only in mathematics. So in human nature, definitely there might be some 1 or 2 hiccups there. That is why you cannot say that somebody has gotten 100% in some of these things. But I can tell you that this government has performed exceedingly well. That 95% plus will be the marks to be given to the government.
Beautiful. Which embodies and cherishes continuity, betterment, and development. Thank you very much.
And for the first time, this is the government that has been paying assembly members. It hasn't happened before. We are paying assembly members, and they are happy. Even though the money is not huge, at least it says something. And I am very sure that in the near future it will be increased. So the government has come for the people and will stay and stay for long.
Well, Ghanaians, you've heard it from here, and it's in your hands. Make the right decision for yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, this conversation was between Andiko Media and our Municipal Chief Executive. He is Honorable Kwesi Asante Boateng. Thank you very much, Honorable, for having us here at the Assembly. Thank you very much for the time you've made for us. We believe that your administration is going to do more and more for the members of the community. Thank you so much for your time. And this is Andiko Media. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep talking in the comment section. Thank you very much, Honorable, for having us.
I'm most grateful, and you are very welcome to my abode any day, anytime. Thank you.
Thank you.